Hi everyone, welcome to my video on 5 of the greatest writers in English history. These writers changed the world with their amazing stories, poems, and ideas. Today, we will explore their lives and most famous works in simple and easy to understand words. Stay with me until the end to learn about these literary legends. Let's begin. William Shakespeare from 1564 to 1666. William Shakespeare is often called the greatest writer in the English language. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England, in 1564. He wrote many plays and poems that are still read and performed today. His works explore love, power, betrayal, and human nature. One of his most famous plays is Romeo and Juliet. It tells the story of two young lovers from families that hate each other. Their love leads to tragedy, but the story teaches us about love, fate, and misunderstanding. Another well-known play is Hamlet, which is about a prince who wants revenge for his father's murder. The famous line from this play is, "To be or not to be? That's the question." Shakespeare also wrote Macbeth, a play about ambition and guilt, and Othello, a story about jealousy and betrayal. His plays have been performed in theaters all over the world for centuries. Even today, people love his works because they speak about deep human emotions. Jane Austen from 1775 to 1817. Jane Austen was a famous English writer who wrote about love, society, and the role of women. She was born in 1775 in England. Her novels are known for their strong female characters and clever storytelling. One of her most famous books is Pride and Prejudice. The story follows Elizabeth Bennet, a smart and independent woman, and Mr. Darcy, a rich but proud man. At first, they don't like each other, but over time they fall in love. This book is about love, family, and judging people too quickly. Another well-known novel is Sense and Sensibility, which tells the story of two sisters with different possibilities. One is practical and the other is very emotional. Emma is another great novel by Austen about a young woman who enjoys matchmaking but does not understand her own feelings. Jane Austen's books are loved because they show real human emotions and relationships. Even today, many movies and TV shows are based on her stories. Charles Dickens from 1812 to 1817. Charles Dickens was one of the greatest novelists of the 19th century. He was born in England in 1812 and had a typical childhood. Many of his books talk about poor people and the struggles of life during his time. One of his famous books is Oliver Twist, the story of an orphan boy who faces many challenges in London. This book shows the hardships of children and poor people in society. Another well-known novel is A Christmas Carol, which is about a greedy man named Ebenezer Scrooge who learns the true meaning of kindness and Christmas after meeting three ghosts. Dickens also wrote Great Expectations, which tells the story of Pippo, a poor boy who dreams of becoming a gentleman. Another famous novel is David Copperfield, which is based on Dickens' own life experiences. His books are still popular today because they teach lessons about kindness, fairness, and struggles of life. Many of his characters, like Scrooge and Oliver Twist, are still famous today. Emily Brontë, from 1818 to 1848. Emily Brontë was an English writer who wrote only one novel, but it became one of the greatest books in English literature. She was born in 1818 in England and lived in a quiet village with her sisters, who were also writers. Her famous book is Wuthering Heights, a dramatic love story about Heathcliff and Catherine. It is a story full of passion, revenge, and heartbreak. The novel is set on the Yorkshire moors, a wild and lonely place that matches the emotions of the characters. At first, people did not like the book because it was dark and intense, but over time it became one of the most respected novels in literature. The story is still read and studied all over the world. Even though Emily Brontë wrote only one book, she is remembered as a brilliant writer. Wuthering Heights remains one of the most powerful love stories ever written. George Orwell, from 1903 to 1950. George Orwell was a famous English writer known for his books about politics and society. He was born in 1903 and wrote books that warned about government control and the loss of freedom. One of his most famous books is 1984, a story about a world where the government watches everything people do. It introduced terms like Big Brothers, which means a powerful government that controls people's lives. Another famous book is Animal Farm, a story about farm animals who rebel against humans. It is a clever way of showing how power can be dangerous. Orwell's books are important because they teach us about freedom, truth, and justice. His ideas are still discussed today as they relate to modern politics and society. These five writers changed the world with their words. Their books and plays continue to inspire people even today. If you want to learn more about literature, start reading their works. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you the next time.